This is lesson number 4 of inverse functions. For this lesson, I will focus on the exponential. The first to know gore exponential is a function. Remember exponential equally this shape, this one, or even this one. And then what we know gore test a graph is a function. A vertical line test. Your ruler where we are here vertically, you'll realize it touch your graph at one point. So this is indeed a function. But now let's see what type of a function. What we know test a function is one-to-one or many-to-one. A horizontal line test. Your ruler horizontally here, you'll see it touch your graph at one point. Therefore, this is one-to-one function because I touch it at 2 points. Touch at 2 points, many to one. So this is one-to-one function. And then another thing that is very important, the inverse here exponential. Leona is always a function. So you'll see draw the inverse. So now I'll level the examples based on this exponential. This question area determine the equation of the inverse of part A first. Arnali f at x eleganally 3 to the exponent x. And then Rwengwala sy eleganally 3 to the exponent x. And then now because Rinyaga inverse re interchange x and y. Globally x eleganally 3 to the exponent y. But remember always this y is a subject of the formula. And then now because it's an exponent, divide both sides 3. And then another thing we cannot apply the laws of exponents, because this is not like only another base on this side. You can say let's equate the exponents. This is not the case because now only a variable. So now if this is the case, we'll introduce what we call logarithms. Logarithms allow the moment we add this exponent. So read it in this way. Add log on both sides. The moment add log on both sides, this y yoteo. So now robale log x eleganally log, and then this 3 rengwala mofase as a base. From there I divide log and then apply the log loss. But hakinya go re on this process because it can be confusing. For now kubonche the shorter way or this equation in the form of y, but still to apply log loss. Let's see what redirabia. This one first. If x eleganally a to the exponent y, this a actually ki base on only y eleganally 2 to the exponent x. So this a ki this 2. Revijor is a base, the same here. Actually x eleganally a to the exponent y. Otwengwala as y eleganally log a. This is the a. For this problem, our a is 3. And then now we're apply log. This exponent as a subject. This definition. Y eleganally log. And then more it says a. And then this a is this 3. And then rengwala here is 3. Remember gore ga re ngwale here, re ngwala mo fase as a subscript, re la gore this is 3 and then ra re x, and then now this is our equation in the form of y. So always ge o nyaka go ngwala exponential as a subject, o nyaka go dira that y subject, o tlo tshwana gore o apply the logarithms. So this is our answer for part A. A re lebelele part B. Re tlo dira the same way. For part B, re na le f at x e lekana le 3 to the exponent negative x. Re na le y e lekana le 3 to the exponent negative x. From there, re tlo interchange x and y. And then now, re tlo apply logarithms. Re la gore ke tlo tšea this exponent ya ba subject. Re la gore ko ba le negative y e lekana le log 3x. But remember our equation re ka se ngwale as negative. Re la gore tlo tshwana gore divide both sides ka negative. Therefore re la gore y e lekana le negative log base 3x. So this is our answer for part B. Let's see this one. Arsenally the same question. Determine the equation of the inverse of. But now ka lemoga gore ba re file in the form of log. Re la gore re tlo apply in reverse. Re tlo shumisha this one. But first let's see. Re na le f at x e lekana le log base 2x, and then re ngwala as y, and then from there, because re nyaka inverse, re la gore re tlo interchange x and y. So re la gore x e lekana le log base 2y. So now o ka kgona bona gore this one e tsamaya le this one, because if x e lekana le log ay, then y e lekana le a to the exponent x. Actually e no ba reverse ya this one. So re la gore re tlo dira in this way. Re tlo re y e lekana le this base ke 2. Re la gore tlo re lekana le 2 to the exponent x, and then this is our answer. So in the exam, obvious, you tla in two ways. It's either itla ile in this form or itla in this form. So when I was trying to say re is in the form of log, and then okay khone bušetša morago ya in this way. So the easy way, ba gona gopola these two laws. So now re lebelele part B. So part B re tlo dira the same thing. Re na le g at x e lekana le log base 2 negative x, and then ke tlo ngwala as y, and then now because ke nyaka inverse, re la gore ke interchange, re la gore this is x e lekana le log base 2 negative y. So from there to dira the same thing. Re la gore ke tlo tšea this value, re la gore this is negative y e lekana le our base ke 2, and then to the exponent x. So from there ke tlo divide both sides ka negative. Re la gore y e lekana le negative 2 to the exponent x. So re tlo ngwala in this way. This one determine the equation of the inverse of each of the following functions and sketch the function and its inverse on the same set of axes, showing the line of symmetry. A re lebelele part A first. So mo re na le f at x e lekana le 2 to the exponent x, and then remember already re findile the inverse. So the inverse re kreile gore ke log 2x. Re dirile already for the previous question, ge o ka e gopola botse this one. So more question re find the inverse, and then re draw this graph and then the inverse. So equation ke this one ya inverse. So now re draw graph. Re thome pele ka ya f at x. Re na le f at x e lekana le 2 to the exponent x, and then ke tlo shumisha the values. Ke tlo choose 0 and then -1 and then also 1, because ke tseba hore graph ya ka e tlo ba something like this one. So that is why ke no choose these points. So it's easy to shumisha these points. And then now let's find the values of y. Ke tlo ja this 0 ka e substitute here, e rela hore ke tlo kreya 1, and then ka substitute ka -1, e rela hore ko kreya positive half, and then ka substitute ka 1, e rela hore ke tlo kreya positive 2. So ke di points ja f at x. And then now let's see inverse. Remember hore for the inverse ke tlo no interchange the values. E rela hore for the inverse mo go ba le 1 and 0, and then ka ba le half and -1, and then ka ba le 2 and 1. So now let's draw. Re thome ka f at x, ke na le 0 and 1. Remember hore 0 and 1 e over here, and then -1 and half. So -1 is here, and then rela hore half it's somewhere here, and then ka ba le a positive 1 and 2. Positive 1 and 2, it's here. So rela hore this graph e over in this way. And then remember hore this graph is onje cut mo 1, because ge o ka re o find y-intercept, rela hore o leta x be 0. So obvious, rela hore o tlo ba le 2 to the exponent 0 and then over 1. So make sure ya hore y-intercept ya gago e mo 1. And then now let's draw your inverse. Re na le 1 and 0. 1 and 0, it's here. And then re na le half and -1. Half and -1, it's here. Because ge e le hore mo ke 1, rela hore half is here, and the -1, it must be here. And then now re na le 2 and 1. This is 2, and then 1, it's here. So ka kgona bona the shape, rela hore our graph you refer this kind of shape. And then I name our this is f at x, and then this is the inverse. And then the line of symmetry. This is the line of symmetry. And then I name our y x. So this is the answer for part A. Let's see part B. Ke tlo ngwala as y first. Ke na le y lekana le 1 over 2 to the exponent x. And then ke tlo interchange our x and y. Rela hore x lekana le 1 over 2 to the exponent y. And then now ke tlo ngwala as logarithms. Rela hore ke tlo re y lekana le log, and then my base in this case ke half. Rela hore kare 1 over 2 x. So rela hore therefore the inverse lekana le log base half x. So this is our equation. So now let's draw the graph. Re tlo thoma ka ya g at x. So ke tlo choose the same points. Ke na le 0, -1 and +1. From there ke tlo ja this 0 ka substitute here, rela hore ke tlo kreya 1. Ge o ka substitute ka -1, rela hore tlo kreya +2, and then wa substitute ka 1, rela hore tlo kreya half. So ja ke di coordinates ja g at x. Let's see ja inverse. So re a tseba hore re tlo interchange these points. Rela hore for the inverse ke tlo ba le 1 and 0, kabale 2 and -1, and then kabale half and 1. So from there, let's draw. 0 and 1 is here, and then -1 and 2 relaore it's somewhere there, and then 1 and half relaore it's somewhere here. So now ka kgona bona gore our shape yoba in this way, so yoba something like this one, and then re tlo name gore ke g at x. So now our draw here inverse. Re 1 and 0, this is 1 and 0, and then 2 and -1 it's here, and then positive half and +1 it's somewhere here, because more than half and then more than 1. So now let's draw the graph. You're for something like so. Now let's draw the line of symmetry. Remember, the line of symmetry always a feta moilor graph jarnadia intersect, and then mornally y equal to x, and then this one is inverse. So it's not difficult at all. So this is our graphs. Our level part C. Is y elegantly log base 3x, and then from there interchange our x and y. X elegantly log base 3y. From there, because it's in the form of log, reverse apply that law. Y elegantly base to the exponent x. So y elegantly 3 to the exponent x. Therefore, the inverse elegantly 3 to the exponent x. So this is our equation here, inverse. And then now I'll draw here a graph. This one here inverse, because this one is simple. Compare this one here log. So here inverse. And then 0, -1 and 1. From there get substitute 0, and then get create +1, ka substitute -1, ka create 1/3, ka substitute +1, and then ka create a +3. And then now ka kgona bona gore this one here original yoba very easy. So re la gore ko ba le 1 and 0, 1/3 and -1, 3 and +1. But remember it's still possible this one, and then this one here inverse wa interchange at the points. So now get this one because it's very simple. So now let's draw. Kenali 0 and 1 it's here, -1 and 1/3 it's here. Remember 1/3 in 0.33, and then 1 and 3 it's somewhere here. So now this is our shape, and then I name our key inverse. So this one is inverse, and then now I'll draw your original. 1 and 0 is here, 1/3 and -1 over somewhere here, and then +3 and +1. So this is +3 and then +1, it's somewhere here. Our shape over in this way. And then this one is original, h at x. So now we'll draw the line of symmetry. and then ra re ke y equal to x. So this is our graphs. O ka lemoga gore it's not difficult at all, but more importantly go draw the exponential, it becomes very easy to choose these points, because from there in over gonna plug and then we create the good shape. So that's it for this tutorial anyway.